this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today is Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021, right? It's the 23rd. So I want you guys to just remember today, because what happened today is gonna reveal so many things in the days to come. And perhaps I wasn't aware that this was happening, but I just feel like all the information that he left behind, people are afraid right now to be discovered. And like, as we know, in the Bible says, everything you do in the dark will come to light. And this is just another example, right? And in the modern day technology, rest assured that everything you do is being watched by somebody else. So let me tell you guys, people, we have no privacy. Privacy is no longer, we no longer have privacy. There either somebody listening, your phone is listening, everybody's listening to what you're doing, or they're actually watching you, whether you want to or not. So let me just tell you something. Everything that you do in the dark will come to light. This is just another example, okay? And before I begin, I just want to say, please subscribe to my channel. As you guys know, I'm trying to grow my channel more and more. Please subscribe. To know more about me, you can go to my website, julissadesigns.com, and you can share this video so that it can get more views and people can be more aware of what's happening. So the breaking news of this afternoon, June 23rd, 2021, is that McAfee, the giant antivirus software creator, has apparently committed suicide. I had no idea. I knew something happened with him, didn't really research much of it. When it happened, the news came out a couple years back, I believe. So he was apparently in jail. And let me just read to you this article. So, and this happened in Spain today. So it happened in Spain. So he was not even in the US. So everybody knows that software, McAfee, was very, very big. I mean, I remember learning about it, I don't know, when I was in college. And if you wanted to protect your computer, you get one of those software, right? So let me just read this to you. British-born U.S. technology entrepreneur John McAfee died on Wednesday by suicide in a Barcelona prison after the Spanish High Court authorized his extradition to the United States on tax evasion charges. That's what his lawyer said. So here's the thing, guys. We can go off on what we read, what is on the surface, and we can be like, oh, he was evading taxes, he went, overseas, whatever, and they captured him. He was just given, they just got the green light for him to be extradited to the U.S., and that's why he didn't want to come here, so he killed himself, and that's it. Okay, let's turn the page, let's continue. But if you go on Twitter right now and you research about him, and he's been trending every time, ever since the news broke this afternoon, you will know that he was trying to rebuild something. Okay, everybody uses computer, and when you're dealing with an antivirus software that is stopping people, rest assured they're gonna know what you do on the internet. So they know more information about what you do than what you think they know. So, and what I mean his companies, his software, he created the whole thing. So I'm sure he knew. And in some of his tweets that came out in 2019, he's saying that if something happened to him, to blame I don't want to say names, but to blame whoever is leading, the country. You guys know what I'm talking about. And we seen it happen so often, and I don't have names to name right now, but this is not something that is rare. Okay, when celebrities, and he's a big celebrity, obviously, he might not be in Hollywood, but he's a big, well-known person. When celebrities want to come out and want to name names and want to say things and want to come out and say what is being corrupted and how people are not telling you the truth, apparently all these people that have all this great information that they want to share to the public and open people's eyes, they end up killing themselves. Isn't that strange? And apparently they either turn themselves to be crazy, right? They come up with something that they miss their taxes, they're doing something crazy. And let me just tell you something, because this is something psychologically, because when somebody wants you to believe something bad about somebody just to justify their feelings about themselves, they will come up with lies and creates all sorts of stories that are not true, just so that you can understand where they're coming from, for you to say that is why, that's why he's like that. And God forbid if you are spreading rumors or lies about somebody, especially when they're not true. Obviously, that's why they're lies. Because, God is watching all of this. People can want to hide and silence others as much as they want to, but you can do that on the surface, but God knows what you're doing, and one day you're going to pay. So let me continue to read what it says here. So, during the court hearing last month, McAfee, 75, said that given his age, he would spend the rest of his life in jail if convicted in the United States. This is what he said, right? I am hoping that the Spanish court will see the injustice of this. He said, adding, the United States wants to use me as an example. McAfee had lived for years on the run from U.S. authorities. See, I didn't even know this stuff. Some of the time abroad, and he was indicted in Tennessee on tax evasion charges and was charged in cryptocurrency fraud case in New York. The colorful tech founder was detained on October 3rd at the Barcelona airport. He was about to board a flight to Istanbul with a British passport. The Spanish police source says McAfee worked for NASA, Cirrus, and Lockheed Martin before launching his world first commercial antivirus in 1987. Well, then he sold the company to Intel in 2011. Like I said, this is all we're getting, right? We're getting just like kind of like, this is somebody who became so big, he built his company, and then they didn't want to pay taxes, and then he went overseas, and when they got the green light to be extraditing him, to be judged here, to go through trial here in the US, he didn't want to deal with it, so he killed himself. Okay, so that's all we're seeing. But like I said to you guys, let me go to Twitter about the stuff that he said. And when I was reading that, guys, it was really shocking. And I just want to say that, it's so interesting to me that a lot of these big celebrities, people in power, people with money, big companies, they already know when they're in trouble because they want to come out and say it. And they say, something happens to me, don't believe this, what they tell you, this and the other. And then we wonder, like, we should be seeing patterns. A lot of these big celebrities, especially in Hollywood, they all tend to, like, kill themselves, right? And then people don't understand. And we understand that money doesn't buy happiness. But what I'm saying is, like, in our head, we like, wait a second, they had everything. They had a chef, personal assistant, stylist, money. Everything they want was at their fingertips. Why they're killing themselves? A lot of the times it's an internal issue, but a lot of times it's because they kind of like realize that they become awakened to something and they want to share it, and they no longer want to obey, so then that's what happened. They want to say stuff, and that's what happened. But anyways, some of the tweets, he was very active in Twitter. So here, there's a lot of stuff. Like, I'm trying to pick one for you guys to know, to see it, but he used to say, this is from May of this year. He said, governments spy on other governments. They spy on their own citizens. The departments within each government spy on each other. We live in an age of suspicion. It's only a matter of time before neighbors spy on neighbors and children spy on parents. Today, a man is facing a difficult situation as if I knew of painless way to kill himself. Having little experience in such, I was not much of help. And this is stuff that he's sharing from living in prison. I guess, that type of talk, that's what happens over there when they think there's no hope. They're saying, he's talk about how so many and the reason why I believe what he's saying is that obviously he dealt with that type of stuff. He dealt with technology and antivirus, and it's people spying on you, right? But you get the antivirus so that nobody can access your computer. So if this is the guy who created that type of software since 1987 to alert you when somebody's trying to fish into your computer, then you gotta believe what he says, because that's his field of work, right? So he also spoke about a lot of corruption. I can't find it right now to read it to you guys, but he spoke especially about like I said, the leaders of this country and the people in charge in general. And I don't want to talk about like stuff that happen in emails that are not being shared or being covered. All I'm saying is that they can silence people all they want. He talked about if he's even found he said that he got a threat saying that they're coming soon to kill himself. So the way he phrased it was like they're telling him that they're coming for him, but he was actually gonna kill himself. And then the news just broke today that that's what happened. And it's like, you can just sit around and be like, oh, too bad, he should have paid the taxes. Like, I understand that's illegal, you have to pay your taxes, but there's more to the story than just looking at the surface, guys. No, like, why would anybody come out and speak like that, especially somebody who has money in the stuff to like I have seen celebrities that come out and when they owe money, like they come out and say it, and they get charged. They might get jail time. We know Martha Stewart, right? They get jail time, then they pay, and then whatever, like they deal with it. But this guy is saying specifics, and that's what I'm coming from. He was talking about specific stuff that government agencies are doing, and there's gonna be more to the story. So that's what I'm saying. Like, today is June 23rd, 2021. He killed himself in jail, they say, in Spain. Something else is gonna come out of that. Just we just have to wait for it. But I don't want to make this video more long than what it is now. Like I said to you guys, let me know what you guys think about this whole thing. Let me know what you guys think. Share this video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. God bless. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I hope to see you in the next video.